My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel, scattered all over the globe, welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to continue to thank you for your subscription. Thank you so much for your likes and for your comments, and thank you for praying for me and my family. Just ask that you continue to remember us in your prayers, and we again ask also as we move towards getting 1,000 subscription, that you will encourage your friends and loved ones to participate in this, in subscribing to this channel also. In our last session, we were dealing with Proverbs chapter 3, and we were at verse 1. Now, verses 1 and 2 go along together, and so we just did not get a chance to go through verse 2, even though I did mention a little bit of that. Now, at the end of verse 1, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1, we talk about, let me read it again, because my son, forget not the law, or my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. And we were at the commandments. We said commandments is the Hebrew word mitzvah. And it's spelled mitzvah, M-I-T-S-V-A-W, mitzvah. M-I-T-S-V, mitzvah, M-I-T-S-V-A-H, mitzvah. But in the phonetics, it will say mitzvah. Okay, and it means, just what we have here, the law, the commandments, and human law or divine law, okay? And it's the ordinance and it's the precepts that Yahuwah gives us in his word, okay? And so, again, I cannot overemphasize, do not let anybody tell you that the laws, that the moral laws of Yahuwah was nailed to the cross. He wants us to kill them. These are what we do. These are part of our life. This, as a matter of fact, the whole world, obey in some sense of the word. All right, they may not obey all of them, but among the law, dealing with the law, the Ten Commandments is not for everyone. Okay, everybody won't keep it. Don't care what to do. But the true-hearted believers will keep it. Even some of those Christians, some of the Christians, they say the commandments is done away with, yet they keep them. And you know what? Most of the problem that they have is a Shabbat. They cannot bring themselves to come to the place where they said, if all of the laws were had exempt, suppose you didn't have the Shabbat in it, it would no problem. But the Shabbat, oh, praise his name. The Shabbat, let me tell you, brothers and my sisters, the Shabbat, oh man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And let me say this. This is the day that Yahuwah rested from his creation, his creative work. And he set it aside, he sanctified, he set it aside. Even before Moses, Moshe got the Ten Commandments, even before that, Yahuwah has sanctified and set it aside. When people talk about, okay, there was grace before law, Let me say this. There was grace before law. There was grace before law. And that was a part, under grace, the Shabbat day to keep it holy. That was before the law was given. So, but Yahuwah added to the law, okay? Because he wants our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, our ancestors, he wants them to keep it, and he wants us to keep it. Okay, listen what he said here. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. Listen verse 2 now, because you see verse 1 ends with a colon, okay? That means it continues. For a length of days. Listen now. Let me read it again. You get the full gist of it. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For a length of days and long life and peace shall be added, or they shall add to thee. Praise his name. Okay? So, when we keep his commandments, listen to this. When we observe to do his commandments, what happened here? Length of days. Length of days on long life. Praise his name. Hallelujah. And peace. Peace of mind. Peace of heart. My brothers and my sisters, when we keep Yahuwah's precepts, when we keep his laws, he gives us, my brothers, there's no reason why we cannot keep the 10 Commandments. The only reason why we don't keep them with the way we should, because we allow other things to come and take our attention away from it. If we focus on Yahuwah and we live the way he wants us to live, my brothers, these are the commandments. Nothing wrong with living right. Nothing wrong in obeying the law of the land, which is Yahuwah's law. Do you think I walk around in the store looking at something and want to get it and I say, man, I would really like to get that, you know, but I don't want anybody to see me taking it. I don't want. But hey, if somebody don't see you taking it, Yahuwah sees you taking it. But he doesn't do that to us. He writes his law in our hearts, in our inward parts. So when we see those things, it don't even faze us. It doesn't even come to. My brothers, let me say this. If you go into the store as a Hebrew Israelite, brother or sister, and you see something and you're tempted to take it, something is wrong with your relationship and your fellowship with Yahuwah. Because if you're walking in his footsteps, if you're in communion with him, if you're fellowshipping with him on a moment by moment basis, my brothers and my sisters, you will not think of wanting to steal anything from anybody. Because Yahuwah wash your hearts and your mind through Yeshua. Why did he justify us, my brothers and my sisters? Why did he deliver us? Why did he sanctify us? Because if there's justification, making us right when we are not, or we should not receive that because of our rebellion, and sanctify us, my brothers and my sisters, set us apart for his glory, set us apart for his own benefit. We won't think of stealing anything from anybody. We won't think of killing anybody. We won't think of committing adultery. Those things will come to our hearts or minds because we're in fellowship with him. You notice that the people who kept saying that Yeshua nailed the Lord to his cross, you know that they were not going around doing the wrong thing. Just recently, one of the largest, I think it's the largest evangelical denomination, over 700 or more, and these are just some of the name listed, of pastors and ministers and, and deacons, pastors, ministers, like evangelists and so-called evangelists, if you say that, so-called pastors, so-called minister of music, so-called minister of youth, so-called deacons. Because if they're real, they wouldn't do the things that they accuse of, molesting boys and girls and molesting women. That kind of life should be crucified. Should be crucified with Yeshua. They say their life is crucified with Christ and they're dead. Their life is hidden with Christ. Then if their life is hidden, then why do they do it? My brothers, my sisters, hear what he said here. If we keep his commandments, he's going to add days, long life, and peace. Oh, precious. Ooh, yes. And peace. All this will be added. And you know what happened? The peace that he gives us. The peace, he gives us the peace of Yahuwah, and he gives us peace with Yahuwah. Praise his name. Through his son, Yeshua HaMashiach. Praise his holy name. I can go to my bed and sleep. I don't have to worry about someone knocking on my doors. Hey, I want you to get up, come out here now because we need to have a talk. Because, we got news, someone reported that you were involved in doing this wrong, doing that wrong, or, these immoral things that these so-called ministers are being caught up in. The peace, listen, my brother, according to what the word said there, peace, he gives us days, length of days, long life, and peace added to thee. Praise his holy name. Praise his holy name. This commandment that is talking about giving us length of days and long life and peace, these, what you say, Yeshua, nailed to the cross and we don't have to do them anymore? No, not these. Because these are not man-made. These have been written with the fingers of Yahuwah. He wrote them with his own finger and gave them to Moses to give to us, to teach us. Praise his holy name. My time is run out, my brothers and my sisters. But remember to be a blessing and walk with the King today. Shalom.